Look, there's no denying it any longer. This is a cost of living crisis and it is impacting most Australians. The young in particular are finding it difficult to get a start in life. You have written, and I quote, "A lot of young Australians have become disenfranchised by the economic status quo, and understandably so. It has become all too easy to get your proverbial pitchforks out when home ownership has become more out of reach than ever. Inflation doesn't seem like it's departing us anytime soon, and an increasingly precarious job market has become the norm," end quote. Nick, do young people really view their economic futures in such a negative light?
Yes, young people in Australia overwhelmingly view their futures as bleak. And I think what's testament to this is that they will try and externalise a lot of the faults and how disenfranchised they've been feeling at the economic status quo by subscribing to these very radical left-wing movements that sort of aim to tear the system down in its entirety. And I think what this idea misses and what these movements miss is the fact that they don't necessarily look at the system and the private sector and capitalism very intricately. They don't look at markets intricately. They sort of tend to human nature in the fact that we like to look at things through a binary prism. We like to think black, white. We like to look at things through the left-right dichotomy. Capitalism, socialism, left, right, black, white. And I think for the most part, this doesn't help anyone because we need to look at the markets in the 21st century and look at how they're different from the markets in which people flourished and which society flourished. That's not the case anymore, and we need to figure out why, and we need to get to the bottom of the deep embedded structural flaws within the Australian economy.
Well, not to mention the fact that capitalism is about hard work. It rewards those who sacrifice and those who play the long game, whereas our kids have been taught this idea of instant gratification and the idea of the loving big state that hands you things immediately. I mean, half the kids these days think that socialism equals a free iPhone, which of course is not right. Now, you've obviously said that university students see these radical left-wing movements and think, oh yeah, that could help us. It's a strange sort of thinking to adopt, given that tearing down the system universally leads to enormous and catastrophic hardship